quality customer service with a family touch.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
If you suffer from joint pain, arthritis, or an injury, you know the traditional treatments: pain meds, steroids, and then surgery, right? Hey, it's Tom Schmitz with great news. Now there's a better way, and it's here now from the local medical professionals at QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. This is an advanced, exciting, and natural alternative that can give you lasting relief using your body's own healing power. Listen, steroid shots are toxic to your joints, pain meds are addictive, and nobody wants to go under the knife. It's 2022 and those old ways are out and the new ways are in. Regenerative medicine can restore and repair damaged joint tissue using the natural biologics, no drugs, no downtime, no surgery. QC Kinetics regenerative protocols can address any pain in any joint and give you the quality of life you deserve. They now have offices in Ocala and the Villages. Call 352-400-4550. That's 352-400-4550.
Nirvana Medical Spa is Ocala's premier medical spa, home to a variety of non-invasive corrective laser treatments and facials. Besides filler, neurotoxin, laser hair, we offer PRP, tattoo removal, body contouring, vaginal rejuvenation, urinary incontinence, and men's sexual health. Become a better, brighter, happier you at Nirvana Medical Spa.
Everyone's favorite time of year is here. Yep, it's Christmas in July at Blockers Furniture in Ocala. Old St. Nick just stopped by Blockers for its mid-year drop-off of savings, including sectionals starting as low as $19 per month. Save up to $700 on select queen bed with dresser and mirror sets. Mattresses starting at just $3.99 and more. Plus a free Christmas tree with purchase of $6.99 or more while supplies last. It's Christmas in July at Blockers Furniture, 2402 Southwest College Road, Ocala. BlockersFurniture.com. See Blockers for complete offer details.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Thursday. I am Tom Schmitz coming to you from the studios of WOCA Radio, located just off the runway at the Ocala International Airport in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. And, before I left, I said, well, let's go to the phone lines before I get to what I was going to talk about. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Well, good morning, my love. How are you?
Hello, Susan. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hey, I just got a statement to say, or I guess rephrasing what you were talking about when you talk about voting. Are you better 2 years ago than better now than you were 2 years ago?
Right.
And I guess my statement is the people who shut down the country, put you in financial ruin, ruined your careers, are now asking you to revote for them. And this is at a national and a county level. So all those county commissioners that voted, businesses under 2 years, they don't deserve any of the CARES Act money. Do you want to put them back in office? Same thing for the national, for the Senate and the House of Representatives. Do you really want to put them back in office if that's what they cared about? They cared about making sure that you cannot feed your family.
See, and this is something I didn't realize, that there was a decision made to keep people that their business was less than 2 years old to not get any CARES Act money. I'd forgot. I knew about it, but I'd forgot about that. So thanks for reminding us of that.
You know who didn't forget about it? Me.
You, because
you know why? I
been
didn't get any of that money.
Because your business had been started right before the pandemic, so it was less than 2 years old.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that,
Anyways, I just wanted to add that.
Thank you.
You're having a great show. Love you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. So, yeah, I'd forgot about that. That if your business was under 2 years old, you didn't get any CARES Act money when it was distributed countywide. I'd forgot about that. So thanks for the call. But that leads me to what I was going to talk about in this segment, and that's voting. I get a lot of emails, see a lot of social media. I do a lot of perusing of social media, and I see people on these different political forums all day, every day. Complain. So when people that believe me, if you don't think this happens, it happens all the time. People will walk up to me in social settings and say, I want to talk to you about something you said on your show. And I'm always willing to talk to people. Now, if you send me an email or you send me something on social media and all, usually I just send you back a thank you for listening. And, but if you come up to me in public and you aren't, being a jackass, I'll engage you in a conversation. But when you start talking about politics and you start complaining and how can I be like this and who does this person think they are and everything, I go, are you a registered voter? And do you vote? If they say yes, we continue the conversation. If they say no, I just say, well, then you're ill-informed. There's no reason for you to even be complaining because you're part of the problem, not part of the solution. Have a good day. And I turn around and walk off. Well, Tom, that probably makes people angry. I don't give a damn. I think y'all know me well enough through the radio waves, and the people that see me out in public know that I'm the person I am, whether it's in front of this microphone or out in public. I don't give a damn if you're mad at me. If I had to worry about all the people that was mad at me all the time, I'd worry 25 hours a day. And there's only 24 days in an hour, so there ain't enough time to worry. But if you are if you want to complain, and you don't do your civic duty and vote, shut up. You don't have any standing to have an argument. You don't have any firm ground to complain. Tom, I'm an American citizen. Well, you're not taking advantage of being an American citizen because you're not voting. And if you don't vote, then you can't complain about the outcome of votes. If you're not registered to vote, then you didn't help make the decisions the way the founding forefathers said that we were supposed to make the decisions. You don't have any say. If you didn't have any say at the voting booth, you don't have any say in a social setting. Well, Tom, I got freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, first off, ain't what you think it is. I've talked about that numerous times. Freedom of speech just means the government can't prosecute you for saying things against them. You don't have freedom of speech. If you had freedom of speech, you could go and tell your boss what you thought about him and not have any fear of getting fired because you got freedom of speech. Go in and call your boss a jackass. Tell him he can kiss your and see if freedom of speech, how far freedom of speech gets you. You have what you earn. And if you don't vote, you didn't earn the right to have an opinion about the outcome of the votes or the legislation that is derived from the people who were voted into office. You don't have any standing at all to have an opinion about that one way or the other. Well, Tom, that's just stupid. No, if you don't vote, that's stupid. If you come up to me and you want to make a well thought out argument and everything, first thing I'm going to ask is, are you registered to vote and do you vote? If you say yes, I'm all ears. If you say no, shut up, get away from me. You walk away from me, big boy, that'll make me angry. Yeah, I've made a lot of people angry before. I'm not just kidding when I say I don't care if you're angry. Some people go, I actually have one guy one time, it's about 6-7 years ago. No, it was longer than that. I was still doing the voice of Ocala, so this must be about 8 years ago, 9 years ago. I had a guy downtown one night. Don't you walk off from me when I'm talking. Grabbed me by the arm and spun me around. And then didn't understand why the cop didn't take me to jail when he had to get up off the ground because as he spun me around by my arm, he met my right hand. And then couldn't understand when the cops got there, and I said, he grabbed me by the arm, spun me around. I was defending myself. Sounds like it to me. You want to press charges against him? I go, no. But so if you're the type that gets angry because you don't vote, that's a you problem, not a me problem. If you don't vote, don't bring your problems to me. We'll be right back after this timeout on Ocala Talks.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
According to Mexican President Lopez Obrador, a number of Biden administration policies are getting out of hand. The Mexican president says U.S. gas prices are too high, and his country has been saving oil to export to the United States since the energy crisis started. Additionally, the Mexican president slammed the state of the U.S.-Mexico border. The UN has called it the most dangerous border in the world. As inflation is now costing Americans hundreds of extra dollars every month, economist David Ragland on Fox Now.
The inflation that we're facing, as we all know, is a combination of two things: not enough supply and too much demand. So it's going to be hot for a while.
Billionaire Bill Gates has pledged to give away his wealth. He says he's putting his money into the Gates Foundation to boost its spending from $6 billion a year to $9 billion by 2026. USA Radio News.
Would you like to have an abundance of energy without stimulants? Did you know that if you can remove 95% of the toxins from your body and eliminate excessive inflammation, that your cells become younger? This results in more energy, endurance, and a sharper mind. The majority of your body's ability to detoxify and eliminate excessive inflammation is dependent upon intracellular glutathione production. Toxins and aging combine to shut down glutathione production, making supplementation mandatory. But supplemental glutathione does not work. The most effective means of increasing intracellular glutathione production is by consuming two peptides called gamma-glutamyl-cysteine and cysteine. There's only one food in nature that supplies both of these peptides in high concentrations. That food is non-denatured whey protein concentrate. The only non-denatured whey protein on the market is Green Meadow Whey. Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit bestwheyprotein.net. That's bestwheyprotein.net.
Make the best food choices. The CDC says we should eat up to 6 cups of fruit and veggies a day, but if you're like us, we don't always have the time or energy to make that happen. So that's where Field of Greens comes in. With Field of Greens, you'll have more energy, you'll feel healthier, and it can help you lose weight. We all want a simple nutrition plan with results so powerful that when we take our next physical, the doctor compares our old lab work to the new lab work, and he says, hey, keep doing what you're doing. This wonderful product is powered with a full spectrum of essential vegetables and fruits, plus science-backed herbs and prebiotics. It can help you stay healthy, plus it's organic. So join us and take Field of Greens too. To get you started, we got you a 15% discount on your first order and another 10% off when you subscribe for recurring orders at fieldofgreens.com with the promo code BUBBA. That's fieldofgreens.com. Use the promo code BUBBA. Terry.
Right now, during the warm days of summer, that's the best time to plant a tree. And the place to find the best selection of trees has to be Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala, where every day you buy one tree at Bob Wine's everyday low price, and you get another one just like it for half price. Now think of it, a large size 4 to 6 foot tree for just $39.99. You get another one for just $20. Now for less than $60 total, you've got 2 large-sized trees of your choice. Come on out this week and check the deals all over this 5.5-acre garden. Summer annuals, pick up a flat of 18 for just $19.99. Citrus bushes as low as $24.99. Citrus trees just $69.99. Don't miss their fabulous new section of yard and garden decor. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street in Ocala, daily till 4, Saturdays till 3, keeping Ocala green and growing for 70 years.
Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY only $4.99. Plus DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. Now, this story here, I don't know anything about. I'll be the first one to tell you what I'm about to talk about. I have no idea about it except for the information I've gotten from Fish and Wildlife, okay? Because I got nothing, folks. I don't fish, so I got nothing. But it seems like this is not something some fishermen are for it, some are against it. The regulations for how you get Florida's redfish are about to change. The most significant change will be in the Indian River Lagoon. The state has banned harvesting redfish in the 156-mile lagoon that runs through 5 counties: Volusia, Brevard, Indian River, St. Lucie, and Martin. The seagrass habitat, which has contributed to over 1,700 manatee deaths in the past year. It's also affecting the life cycle of fish, crustacean, and birds, according to the Fish and Wildlife. There have been last-minute changes that were suggested at yesterday's meeting that will delay regulations going into effect till September 1. But the regulations of Fish and Wildlife staff proposed the new regulations in May, increasing the number of management regions. They say that'll help the agency better manage the fishery based on local changes to the environment, with development and other factors being part of that. Stakeholders, that's, including recreational anglers and for-hire charter fishing guides, mostly gave positive feedback during the 12 workshops held around Florida, except in the Big Bend region. Fish and Wildlife has proposed an increased daily bag limit, but after the workshop decided to keep the daily limit in that region at 1 per person. Banning redfish harvest in the lagoon, that's Martin Palm Beach County line north to State Road 44 bridge near New Smyrna Beach. Jensen Beach inshore fishing guide Captain Ed Zayek, he said, I don't think it goes far enough. I'd like to see the FWC add spotted sea trout and snook to the list. You can't catch a decent trout anymore anywhere in the lagoon. The regulation changes include creation of 9 management regions. It prohibits captain and crew from retaining a bag limit when on a for-hire trip. It prohibits harvest of redfish in the Indian River Lagoon region. Reduces the off-the-water transport limit from 6 to 4 fish per person. Maintains the bag limit for the Big Bend region at 1 fish per person. Reduces the 8-fish vessel limit in each of the proposed management regions. The limit will be 4 fish in the Panhandle, Big Bend, and Northeast, 2 fish in Tampa Bay, Sarasota Bay, Charlotte Harbor, Southwest, and Southeast regions. Now, there will be no changes to the slot size. They're still 18 to 27 inches. No closed season, and the fish is not for commercial sale. The commissioners were urged to keep vessel limits the same, to establish harvest closures for snook and trout, and to move the northeast boundary line instead of the Volusia-Flagler County line instead of the State Road 44 bridge. So, remember, and stuff like the red tide has also induced special prohibitions on redfish and snook harvest in southwest Florida from Sarasota Bay to Gordon Pass in Collier County. Well, that's set to expire September 1st. Now, all of you fishermen know what I just said. That's the press release from the Fish and Wildlife. I have no idea what I just said. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm giving it out for informational purposes. But it looks like that they, Fish and Wildlife are trying to do the best they can do to try and rebuild the redfish population. And one charter captain that regularly charters boats up and down the Indian River Lagoon region said that he don't think they went far enough. They should include sea trout and snook as well in that region. And the fact that most recreational fishermen and the for-hire fishermen, the charter captains, think that they've done a pretty good job with the workshops that they've been doing around the state. I like to eat fish. I don't like to catch them. To me, fishing is like watching paint dry. Well, it's not as awe-inspiring as watching paint dry. But I know a lot of the listeners to this program like to fish recreationally or to take charters. So the FWC has put out the new regulations for redfish. Redfish, I guess, is imported fish. I'll get more involved if they start putting restrictions on grouper, more so than they do now. I don't know that I've ever had redfish. I may have. I don't remember it. But I know it's fish that a bunch of my buddies that like to go fishing and all, they talk about the reds they bring in. So that's why I talked about this Fish and Wildlife press release, to give you the information that happened at yesterday. The meetings were yesterday and today. That was what happened at yesterday's portion of the meeting. If anything new develops, I'll bring you up to date on that as well. But the regulations for redfish and for fishing changes that they made yesterday are creation of 9 management regions, prohibit captain and crew from retaining a bag limit when on a for-hire trip, prohibit harvest of redfish in the Indian River Lagoon region, reduce the off-the-water transport limit from 6 to 4 fish per person, maintain the bag limit for the Big Bend region at one fish per person, reduce the 8-fish vessel limit in each of the proposal management regions. The limit will now be 4 fish in the Panhandle, Big Bend, and Northeast, and 2 fish in the Tampa Bay, Sarasota Bay, Charlotte Harbor, Southwest, and Southeast regions. But there will be no changes to the slot size, which is legal redfish are between 18 inches and 27 inches long. So, and if there's any more information out there, give us a call, 352-622-9622, and we'll try to get that out to people as well. If you'd like to be a part of the program, give us a call, 352-622-9622 is the number to call. Before we go to break, the trusty sales staff member, Ralph, I don't know that he's trusty, but he's Ralph. He's from Philadelphia. How trusty can he be? He was listening to the show as he was coming in and said that he agrees that his wallet under President Trump was in a hell of a lot better shape than it is under President Biden. Remember, President Trump fought that Congress tooth and nail. He only had a Congress that helped him out for 2 years. And yet, even with the back and forth going between a Democrat-controlled House that fought President Trump almost on everything, your wallet was still a hell of a lot better than it is now with a House and Senate that do whatever the Biden administration want them to do. Folks, they're proposing, and although Joe Manchin's starting to get cold feet, thank goodness, they're proposing another $1 trillion in spending for Build Back America. Where are we getting this damn money from? We just going to print more? We pooping this money out? Where's it coming from? You know, my dad would say, well, money doesn't grow on trees technically because it's got paper in it. Money does grow on trees, but that's neither here nor there. But you just can't make money and hope the problems go away. You make more money, you create, what is it? Inflation. That's what happens when you just print more money. 9.1%, the highest it's been since the Carter era. Tom, 81, Reagan was president. Reagan just became president in 81. He tried to fix the problem and did a damn good job. But don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, folks. Y'all remember history how you want to, because you're not going to listen to me anyway. Most of you think you know more than the average person, and you think your wallet's in good shape, and you're an idiot. So that's all I'm telling you. If you believe your wallet's better now than it was 2 years ago, I'm going to say it right now, idiot. Or you're out of touch with reality and you're not safe to be walking around and you should be institutionalized. One or the other. All emails go to tom@WOCA.com. We'll be back to wrap up a Thursday edition of Ocala Talks. After this time out, you're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Some would say that this country is in the toilet. Some would even go so far as to say the economy is going down the drain. But we say, if water runs through it, we do it.
At Mike Scott Plumbing, we don't make promises we can't keep. We'll be there on time, every time. We promise to work around your schedule and not ours. And we won't charge you overtime for nights, weekends, or holidays. So remember, if water runs through it, we do it. Mike Scott Plumbing, 237-2888.
Hi, I'm Sean Scott, owner of Mike Scott Plumbing, and I approve this message.
Being present and in the moment for family activities was impossible because Will Burt was so focused on the constant pain in his leg.
My wife likes to take walks. I always kind of dreaded going on walks because they hurt. The boys both play baseball. I coach their teams. I was going to do them and be in pain and be uncomfortable and kind of sacrifice my own health.
An old Achilles injury left Will coping with agonizing pain until he discovered the natural biologic treatments at QC Kinetics. No surgery or steroids. The procedure took place in the office and Will walked right out.
I feel great. There's no pain. There's no tenderness.
Patients like Will are feeling amazing and living their best lives.
Ironically, just got off the golf course today, so I think that's a good telltale sign that the Achilles is feeling better.
Don't be in pain another day. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation. Call QC Kinetics, 352-400-4550. That's 352-400-4550. 352-400-4550.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
Good credits, bad credits.
It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. On a Thursday, man, I got Ralph fired up. You should see him over here, folks. He's got his shirt unbuttoned, off down at the waist. He's got his T-shirt out. He's ready to fight because he cannot believe that there are people that actually think that this administration is doing a good job for you fiscally. There's a new poll out that said 17% of people questioned believe that Joe Biden, his administration, has made sound decisions where the economy is concerned. And Ralph's fired up about that, folks. He's angry. And I go, Ralph, that means 83% think he's doing a terrible job. Ralph goes, yeah, but that's 17% of idiots still vote. I don't know what he means by that, folks. I don't know what he means by that. No idea what he means by that. No clue. But, hey, even if it's Ralph saying it, if you don't like what Ralph says, Tom at WOCA.com. I'll take all the emails. But, Ralph, put your shirt back on. Ralph, not the cufflinks. No. Good. What is it? Is that a pair of Donald Trump presidential cufflinks you got there? He is a Trump guy. This guy. I believe this guy. I believe Ralph, if he was on a jury of 12 people and they had video evidence Donald Trump murdered somebody in Times Square, he'd vote not guilty. Isn't that what President Trump said one time? Or somebody said, no, it was a Democrat that said, this man could murder somebody, and his supporters would say not guilty. You know, I was never in the position Donald Trump was in, but I did go to college in a community and play football in a community that as long as we as football players didn't rape or murder anybody, we could get away with anything. And by the way, Donald Trump ain't the only person in that position. Every wealthy, accomplished businessman has been able to get away with more than any of us will ever know. It's just you don't like Donald Trump. That's the problem. Ralph, however, has got – is that a Donald Trump face and a heart tattooed on your chest? Put your T-shirt back on, Ralph. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Tom.
Hey, Hugh. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you. You were talking earlier about the value of property really shooting up, and it's going to be followed by taxes and population gain. It's going to have to happen here. You're going to have money for roads, for schools, for infrastructure, for everything, and it's eventually going to be not a really choice place to move to anymore other than the climate because of everything's being so cheap down here. There's a big change coming, and we're just starting to see it now.
Property values increased by 21% year to year from last year to this year. 21%. If you bought a house for $100,000 last year, according to the property appraiser, you got $21,000 of equity in it already.
In
1 year.
That's probably good, but the taxes are gonna be right behind you.
Well, your taxes aren't going up. The mill rate the rates you're taxed at is staying the same. But because your property value increased, your contribution's going up, no doubt. And it's going to have to because the more people that move in here, like you said, the more advancements that are made, the more people, the more road improvements, the more infrastructure we need, and that's what your tax dollars pay for.
This place in like Ocala, Florida here, it's going to be a whole different world 5-10 years from now. Nothing like it was 5 or 10 years past when I moved here and really enjoyed it. It's just going to be a different thing.
Well, we need Aladdin to come in and sing A Whole New World. That's what we need.
Right.
Thanks for the call, Hugh.
In the meantime, okay, Tom. Take
Hey,
care.
what? No, go ahead. In the meantime.
Well, in the meantime, we got to hang in there and hope for the best and enjoy what we got and hope to govern all the improvements that they make sense, that they have roads that are needed before they start building a lot of stuff. And there's got to be some intelligence in our people that are running the government here.
100%, Hugh. Thanks for the call.
Okay, take care, Tom.
Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Tom. This is Sonny calling. Does that include illegal aliens? Have a good day.
Every now and then Sonny's spot on. Sonny goes, are we talking about funding the illegal aliens too? Because, hey, by the way, the illegal aliens, if they get to vote like the Democrats want them to, they would vote yes, their pocketbook's better than it was 2 years ago. Because 2 years ago, they were living in squalor. Now they come across the border, they get SNAP, WIC, everything. Remember, there's a reason they're called illegals. Because they're breaking the law. See, Sonny's got me fired up right as we're about to end the show. That's no good. Birthdays today. Football player turned actor Rosie Greer, 90 years old today. Vincent Pastore from The Sopranos, he's 76 today. Jane Lynch, she was the cheerleader coach in Glee, and she's also, Game Night in America. She's 62. Jackie Earl Haley is 61. Matthew Fox, 56. Conor McGregor, the UFC pain in the or champ, depending on how you look at him, he is 34 years young today. I'd like to thank all my listeners, all my callers, and, of course, my sales staff and the sponsors they bring in, because without them, this show wouldn't be possible. For the Martone family and everybody involved in this show, including Ralph, now that he's got his T-shirt back on, covering up that tattoo. I'm Tom Schmitz. Talk to you tomorrow, folks.
Rick and Bubba. This is WOCA AM, W242 CAFM, Ocala, the source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Uber is